Hello.
Oh my God.
That was tough.
How we doing, everybody?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Windshield Deep, episode 2, 2025. That feels good to say. I mean, it's been a week or what, a week or two since we've done the first one?
We're on a...
Sticking to the schedule.
Would that be bi-monthly? Like twice a month? Every 2 weeks?
I think that's considered bi-weekly if you do it every other week.
Oh, I thought
Bi-monthly would be every other month you do an episode.
I thought that meant twice a month.
That was our old schedule, every other month. We're going to try to do a little more often here. A lot of shit happened this past since we've had an episode. Your birthday weekend, we've got the Clash at Bowman Gray, which was pretty awesome. We got the Icebreaker coming up. Let's get started on the birthday weekend. How'd all that go?
Yeah, it was a surprise. The whole week, my wife wouldn't tell me what she was doing. And then, she told me I just couldn't make any plans. So me and you wrapped my Florence car on
That's right.
Wednesday. My birthday was on Thursday.
I had to keep it a secret.
Yeah,
so I knew all about it.
I was with Dylon all day. It didn't say a word. And, Brooke, my wife, she continued to, disguise what was going on. And I thought maybe we were just going to dinner or something. She wouldn't let me know. I've been talking about going to the casino for a little while, but, she hasn't really. She's always just pushes it aside. I'm assuming because she had this plan. But, I was under the impression, once I got in the car, didn't know where I was going. I think I might have texted you and told you that I thought she was going to take me somewhere, rape me and kill me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There was a chance.
There was a chance. And then, on the road there, I didn't drive, she drove. She allowed me to drink. Is that legal? I don't think that's legal.
What's that?
Actually, I can't drink in the car while she's driving. So I totally did not do that.
Yeah. No. As long as you were in a party bus or something.
Yeah.
And you rode in the back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's legal.
Anyway, she turned us on this dirt road, and I'm like, oh, yep, this is where it ends.
This is where it ends.
Yeah. And then we pull up to this house, and I'm like, well, this damn cabin's way too big for two people.
That's your immediate thought? You were just like, there's got to be more people here?
Well, yes and no, because there was no cars.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, well, this is odd. Maybe she booked that, or maybe it's the single wide beside the cabin is where I'm staying.
There was some sketchy buildings around the area that you were...
There were some questionable moments, even on the driveway. But then, lo and behold, turn around the corner, and there's Dylon and Seth and their old ladies, and,
Yeah.
we screamed and drank a couple Coors Banquets, and then went to the casino and lost some money.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
It was a good time, though.
Great way to go spend, $500 in no time.
Dude, I was 300 down in, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, it don't. The slot machines got you. You came in a little hot and heavy, but it was your birthday, so I mean.
Well, normally I don't play slots. Normally I sit down at the tables, but
you were kind of doing a group thing. You were hanging out with
none
of us really gamble. I've been once. Seth's never been, so we were not table people really. It was also kind of busy. It was kind of hard to get a spot.
Yeah, it was pretty.
There wasn't enough stuff open.
Yeah,
I think the problem.
Understaffed, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have enough dealers. It was fun to watch. I enjoy just watching people play. I'm totally fine with not losing my money and watching people win or lose. I'd pull hard for Landon, but also I guess I don't have enough money really to gamble and enjoy it.
Think I do?
Well, I know, but you also don't have a kid.
Well,
so
that's true.
That does throw that's my excuse on why I wasn't elbow to elbow with you on the table. So right now, things are a little tight for we got babies and shit. I think that's probably relatable, but was a great time. Your wife did a great job putting everything together. So shouts out Brooke.
At least I recovered a little bit at the end. I sat down on the blackjack table.
That's right, you did.
I did. I recovered a slight amount. At least you recover enough. Listen, if you ever go down in a casino, at least try to end on a positive note. But that's always not a good thing.
That's terrible advice.
No.
That is called a gambling problem.
Listen, I'm not saying get all your money back. I'm just saying
just get you $20 back.
It's $20. You know what I mean? If you can just put 20 in your pocket,
get you
don't mind the $3.85.
That way you can eat breakfast on the way home in the morning.
Yeah, stop at Bojangles or something.
Yeah.
No, I had a great time. Shout out to the wife. I love her dearly. She did a fantastic job, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, great time. We'll definitely go back. We'll come back with vengeance and get some of our money back for sure. But yeah, cabin the whole.
Yeah.
I would like to experience more
ball
Cherokee.
games? Any ball games tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. We could check
There's
into that.
probably
I'm
like
sure
women-
there's some college basketball going on.
Like Loyola Marymount women's basketball or
Oh
something?
yeah, for sure. Other notable things that's happened since we've last had an episode was the Clash happened at Bowman Gray, which was highly anticipated. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch.
No, it's highly anticipated. Yeah.
It was, but like I did feel like it could have been promoted a little bit more. I don't know. And maybe that's just me because I don't like pay attention a lot. But
can you imagine if they would have took the Clash to Bowman Gray before L.A.?
oh yeah,
Think of what
Yeah,
that would have been like.
right.
I mean, because it was highly anticipated, but to your point,
it was badass to watch.
it was a great
For sure.
show, by the way. Fantastic show. We'll talk about that here in a second. But to your point, the L.A. Clash being on a quarter mile, honestly, the racing in L.A. was not great. Like, that track sucked.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool to watch them short track race in that environment, but really the racing product was not
At the
good.
time, we were like, thank God at least it's not a street course race.
Yeah, exactly. Because the Clash prior to that was a damn road course race at Daytona, which was terrible. So, with that being said, yes, I think if they would have went straight to Bowman Gray, oh my God, it would have been a freaking blowout.
I agree.
But judging from the crowd, it was still a blowout. It was a sold-out crowd, and racing product-wise, pretty damn good.
I think so too.
I
And baby steps. I think they used Wilkesboro was probably a little bit of a caveat to say, okay, it's possible.
Big word.
I mean, podcaster word.
Yeah.
It can. I don't know if it really springboarded them into action. I don't necessarily think just because Bowman Gray's been operable and running. You know what I mean? It's not like
And
it's
packed.
Yeah, so it's not like it's a ghost track, but at least that. Okay, they do love the nostalgia. They love that vintage feel or whatever around the racetrack, and the local fans are, the ones that show up and the ones that sell out the tracks, and that's what you want to see. And the atmosphere there seemed electric. I can imagine. I mean, obviously wasn't there, but just seeing Noah Gregson run around like a damn rat on acid the whole time.
Hey, we have been to Bowman Gray for a weekly show, and it was quite the experience.
Yeah,
So-
we vlogged it. Wasn't it a windshield? Or you vlogged it or
yeah,
something?
it's on my YouTube channel. It's
Yeah.
got like 200,000 views or something.
Yeah, I
That was,
forgot
that was
about
a fun
that.
one. You showed everybody your nipples.
I did.
Yeah.
I did get tits out. I went tits a-blazing a couple of times, which is not
Yeah,
something
in the
that's-
beer garden.
I'm known to do that. I'll go to a racetrack and get them out.
Every once in a while, yeah.
But,
Video proof,
you know,
multiple.
it's not a crime for me. For some others, it is. And if I incite others to commit that crime, so be it.
Shouldn't be a crime. Let's
Shouldn't
be
be.
honest.
No,
like
free the
overall,
nips.
yeah.
Free the
overall,
nips.
shouldn't be a crime. But yeah. No.
I don't know how we got there. Welcome back to Windshield Deep.
I do think I was just very impressed with how good the racing was.
Man,
When I
me
say
too.
good, I'm not talking about the beating and banging aspect of it. I'm talking about the side by side for the lead. The outside line was actually
Yeah.
very like comparable.
Like you
What's
chose
word
the
for it?
top on the restarts.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
had,
you-
like
you
competitive
were-
up there.
You could race up there. You could get down. But two, the fact that the next gen didn't have to shift at a short track made it to where you could overdrive entry
Yeah.
and screw up
Yeah.
and be in a world of shit in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that the next gen has, lacked at short tracks. But, albeit it's a quarter mile, I know it's a little bit different, but still, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I can everything you said I agree with, especially the racing and the side by side things. That was my biggest point, was like the restarts. I remember watching it during the the LCQ. I was sitting there like screaming at everybody to take the bottom because I'm like, I no way the top's gonna work. And sure enough, both times, 2 times in a row, I think it was Austin. I thought maybe he just got a shitty restart, but no, it. Like you said, everything raced good. They raced side by side. There was some tire management going on, it seemed like, or at least some brake management going on to some degree. So, and it seemed like they have, I can imagine there's a lot of throttle control going on in that. I mean,
Yeah.
they got a lot of drip, I know, but
Big ass wide tire, that
yeah.
hurts it. But at the same time, I mean, The Cup cars have a lot of horsepower.
Yeah,
So.
I know. They're loud as shit. They sound good. I know that. Like on the
think they
cameras.
sound good?
I mean, not on a super speed, not on a super speedway, but I do think under quick acceleration they do sound pretty good on camera.
They're a little. They're loud. I'll give you that.
The fart can I do hear. I hear
Yeah.
the fart can, but like
They're-
it has a
they're loud.
growl to it sometimes, and if the pitch is just right, like I'm sure it's good. Like I'm sure if you lived in the city of Winston, you know, and you went out on your balcony, it sounded cool as shit. But up close, you're just completely deaf.
Yeah.
But yeah, great racing. Bert's wreck was pretty wild. At the time, I thought Ricky wrecked him, and then like when the replay happened, no, Ricky did not wreck him.
Bert definitely crashed himself.
Yeah, it was one of those things. But did you hear the in car? Did you hear his spotter and stuff? Like the whole. So I don't know what the timing was.
I heard Ricky's on board, but not.
I didn't hear that.
They
I
posted
heard
that one.
I heard Bert's, and he was coming through there. He had made a couple passes. He had just hit Zane Smith, I think. And by coming through there, he had passed a couple cars, at least in that sequence.
Bert was knocking everybody out of the way.
Yeah, it was fun to watch,
Yeah.
for sure. And he had just knocked the shit out of Zane Smith and moved him. And then you hear the spotter just say "protect" almost repeatedly, like "protect, protect, protect." Like it was just nonstop.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was Colder. and then it was. Then he just yes. And then Bert keyed up and was like, "Damn, that grass is slick." I was like, yeah, you picked up speed when you hit it. But
Yeah, you need to go find Ricky's onboard. Obviously it wasn't Ricky's fault.
Oh no.
But Ricky did hit him the lap before, which they all were.
Yeah.
But I was a little annoyed with Ricky's comments. Like
I
was taking jabs at Bert.
Oh.
Being like, "Oh, the local hero," just like
Yeah.
belittling him,
Yeah.
kind of. And it just made me think, like, Ricky,
Yeah.
how many short track races have you won? And I swear to God, if you stepped into this scenario
Yeah.
at a weekly night,
Yeah.
I'd love to see how you compete, brother.
I do think there was like I thought it was shady, or he was throwing shade the way he was like, "You could have come talk to me," or "I was here waiting," or something like. Well, I don't
Man,
know. I guess he did punch Kyle Busch, so he does have the right to be Mr. Badass right now.
I don't know.
Until it gets stopped. Right now, he means business. You know what I mean? Like the last points race, Ricky not cold talked Kyle Busch. Or non-points.
Yeah,
race.
I'm not really commenting on whether he is going to punch somebody in the face or not.
No,
it just was super annoying that he was belittling the
I just think
accomplishments.
that's the persona he's like probably doing. Is the belittling thing is him trying to be a badass? Maybe not, but yeah, I agree. If he is belittling him, that's pretty shitty. But you wouldn't think he would be.
Sounded like a cockbag, if you ask me.
yeah, for sure.
How many times do you think people said that about me?
I would say more than you would ever imagine. We should do the mean tweets thing, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
One episode we're gonna do a mean tweet, so
It'll be 3 hours long.
Yeah, it'll do a whole episode. Speaking of all that, do you think you've tweeted about it, and you can expand on it more. Do you think there's opportunity for the Clash to move to another short track? Does it need to go back to Bowman Gray for another year? Is it? I mean, what
it
do you
can.
think?
I think that if it goes back there, it's going to be a success again.
Mm-hmm.
It'll sell out. It'll be good racing again,
Right.
unless they screw the car up or find a way to make it not
Let's say
good.
they go back there next year. They announce that, and they say, but after that, we're going to pick another short track.
I think they kind of already leaked that it was going back there
Right.
based off of tickets on the
Yeah.
website. But either way, I tweeted, I guess prior to the main event, why I felt the Clash could be such an important, integral part in the maintaining the foundation of the sport, and that's the short tracks in the Southeast, and not just the Southeast. The Midwest, a lot of these places up north that are going away. I mean, they're dropping like flies, and it's not necessarily because the track doesn't have support, but it's also the fact that mainstream NASCAR's moved away from these places, and there's no support from mainstream NASCAR other than sanctioning being given back to these places. So what a great way to give back and be able to influence the racetrack by bringing the Clash there, spending money to renovate it so that it's up to spec. All those good things, which we can talk about a little bit more. But I tweeted that out, and then literally like 15 minutes later, Jamie Mack goes on there and says, "Hell yeah, I'll think this thing should go to Hickory.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then Chris Myers said, no, I think it should go to London and on 2 aircraft carriers. And I'm like, that is the dumbest freaking comment I've ever heard you make.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Like, what a way to just make yourself look so dumb on national television. And I know that he wasn't.
He's probably just kind of tone deaf to like the short track scene and anything to do with.
Oh my God! I'm just like, dude,
I mean,
come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kevin Harvick and Jamie Mack up here being like, man, we really should give back to the roots of our sport because this is what makes NASCAR NASCAR. This is what influenced, the growth in the 90s, and the personalities at this level is what drove our sport forward. And he's like, hell no, man, we should take them to aircraft carriers.
Yeah. Let's go snow racing.
Yeah.
Man.
Put
them up in old Alaska.
Yeah. I mean, God, that just is so aggravating.
Or London.
That shows you the disconnect.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do think, Chase Elliott's interview after, he said it again. We need to go to these places. And, I talked about it just now, but, I mean, imagine the difference it would make if the Cup Series or if NASCAR, and I'm using Hickory as an example, but it doesn't have to just be Hickory. It can be
It doesn't, but let's address the elephant in the room. It's a great candidate, right?
It's a perfect candidate.
It's vintage. It's local. It's got the history. It's got the namesake. It's got the infrastructure.
Yeah.
I know it's old. I know, but
birthplace of NASCAR stars.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
but using Hickory as an example, me and Kevin haven't always seen eye to eye. Kevin Piercy, the manager at Hickory. Obviously, that's no secret.
Right.
People have seen our back and forth. However, there's a theory out there right now that Kevin, when given the $500,000 from the state, didn't use the money
just
to renovate. He just pocketed it. He
Yeah.
put it in there. He took his family to Cancun and bought whatever. That's totally, totally wrong. Kevin took that money and done what he could with it. You had to use the money to renovate it, or the state wouldn't allow you access to the money.
Yeah.
So he paved the infield, redone the bathrooms,
which has been great additions.
yeah, made effort to help the track. But also what people don't understand is Kevin Piercy does not own the facility.
Mm-hmm.
He leases the facility. So, Dylon, if you were leasing a house, would you knock 3 walls down and rebuild those walls, also redo the bathrooms, also redo the yard, put a fence up, and, I don't know, redo the septic?
Not unless I get free rent for like 6 years or something.
And pay for it all for yourself?
Yeah,
no,
no.
you're not going to. So that's kind of the scenario there, and people don't understand that. But that was a tangent. Back to the topic at hand here is if NASCAR were to come in, this is pennies on the dollar to NASCAR. I mean, you've seen them build a multi-million-dollar racetrack in L.A. and tear the son of a bitch down.
Did they use that safer barrier wall to put at Bowman Gray permanently?
I don't know that for a fact. I mean,
I just guessed.
it's possible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they build this racetrack in the Coliseum and then tear the damn thing down every year.
Like nothing.
It's stupid. It's a waste of money. And why not go to these places where you can have a long-lasting effect where the money you do spend, which could potentially be less than building a freaking racetrack from scratch.
And literally invest in your own future.
Yeah.
You're investing in the next crop of the facility.
The health of the sport
Exactly.
from the ground level.
I think it's just kind of cut and dry and pretty clear now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
people are starting to see through the fog.
Right.
We don't have to go to freaking London.
Mm-hmm.
We can. That's kind of cool and everything. But
there's opportunities.
yeah.
But
you have to give back to what made the sport what it is, or the sport will no longer be the sport.
Right.
It's just common sense.
And I think anytime that they've seen that they've kind of pulled away from this side of the sport, the southeast and the grassroots racing side of things, is when their numbers go down and things just don't go the way that they want them to go, and they have to trend back. And so, but also, like, man, another point that I don't even know who made this point, but like eventually, people our age are going to start like being in control of things. So like people with more modern ideas are going to start coming to light. So we're going to start seeing things happen, whether it's NASCAR, whether it's any other business. Like, we're almost 30, and like
Oh, Lord.
we're getting to the point now. All right, so we're kind of the adults of the world now. So like our policies are kind of like so that's another thing to take into account, right? Like the world's changing a little bit, and hopefully NASCAR's adjusting in the right direction, and I think they are right now. It seems that way, and they made mistakes, and there's only so much you can do, and certain people pull the strings with the money, but at the end of the day, I think they're definitely heading on the right path. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about the Bowman Gray deal, the Clash.
Also, think about if the Clash would go to Hickory, and I'm going to use myself as an example, but there's a lot of examples like this. Burt Myers and Tim Brown being one, and I wouldn't put myself in that category at all. Like comparatively speaking, Hickory to Bowman Gray.
But like local heroes.
Think
stuff.
about going like what made SRX cool. Mm-hmm. Well, you gave your local guy who probably doesn't have any money, who's raced there his whole life, an opportunity to race against legends of the sport and on a national stage. What if the Clash was going to these places and you gave a freaking late model stock driver an opportunity to make a Cup debut?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they're probably going to drive a pile of shit.
Do you think Denny would raise hell over it? Because he sure does raise hell about, like, who's it, Helio racing the Daytona 500?
Oh, well, that's different. I mean,
non-points.
Yeah.
I guess he wouldn't care.
I mean, the 500.
I mean, I kind of agree with him.
I think it's bullshit that Helio's guaranteed in. Like, he's got to race his way in.
Right.
Yeah. But like the Clash, you're not guaranteed
in.
Yeah, he's guaranteed in through Project 91 or whatever.
Yeah.
Stupid. Now I want to see Helio race in the 500.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's cool, right? It's eyeballs, but
yeah. But just think about the story.
Long-lasting eyeballs, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 29 years old. Imagine Landon Huffman making his Cup debut at Hickory Motor Speedway.
Right.
I mean, what a story.
Yeah, I mean, the scenarios that they're bringing.
How about Clay Jones at Wake County making a freaking Cup debut? I mean, just
I mean, there's a lot of that. It's definitely getting more accessible. It seems like, the more they bring it, and I think that the more eyeballs it brings, it puts on it.
If you're NASCAR, you should be drooling at that.
Oh, yeah,
like seeing someone from a local level come in and mix it up with your superstars. That's must see TV.
Or they could go another route. They could go try to get Max Vander Stoppen and the F1 guy.
Yeah, Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they keep, I like the future of NASCAR maybe going to more short tracks. I do believe is a very viable possibility. Now, I don't know if it's Hickory or if it's South Boston or if it's Winchester, who knows?
And, if NASCAR goes there and they renovate it, it brings it up to spec. Well, guess what? You could bring the trucks back there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Take the Xfinity cars back there. The Cup cars don't need to run there every week. No. But what made Hickory so cool is you could race there in the 90s as a late model driver, and then you could also make your Xfinity or Busch Series debut there if you wanted. Like that was a path, and that made those it gave those short tracks something to hold a high standard, or it held those short tracks to a higher standard because they were still on a national tour. But
and
we'll see.
To kind of butt in that, like, NASCAR has always been very firm about their regular season schedule. Like, they stick to what they like. They don't change it much, But, like, non-points races, they're pretty wild with. North Wilkesboro, Bowman Gray, the Clash, road courses, the crazy stuff they've done. Hopefully, in the future, you'll see, the Wilkesboro and the Rockinghams of the world transition into points races again. And you see, and they rotate out these little short tracks for the non-points races. You know what I mean? Like Hickory's and the Bowman Grays and the Winchesters and the whatever, you know what I mean? Or the occasional, if there's a, I don't know. But
the truck series should be on those tracks regardless.
Exactly. Because you're building your future with those non-points race tracks that you're renovating. So, yeah, that's just kind of to kind of butt in. I think they should look into putting some of their, they got to get into the regular season too. They're good about non-points races, but they need to, I think the next step's like getting into the points races and changing those up a little bit. So we'll see how it all goes. But speaking of racing, it's about that damn time, isn't it?
It is.
A couple more days.
Yeah, it's here. Florence this weekend for the Icebreaker. Be my first one for 2025, and then I got a couple weeks in between the car store opener, but I'm excited, man. We went and tested, went really well. Should have a pretty fast Carroll Speed Shop number 57. So Florence I hate that place. with a passion. It hates me. So,
Yeah, it's a tough track.
but
The
it only
car
takes
looks cool though.
only takes one good run to
right.
change your opinion about a racetrack. I don't hate the facility or the people. I
It's
just
a weird
suck
track,
there.
yeah.
That's my grief with it. But yeah, no, it looks good. Industrial battery and charger, ink on board. Dylon come and wrap that baby metallic silver.
Yeah, lightning bolts.
Yeah, got some freaking lightning bolts, giving out some X-Side vibes. So I'm excited. We'll see what happens. Good field of cars too. I think they have like 30-some cars.
Yeah.
Which that race is always a popular race. So
I'm sure all the top dogs will kind of be there, right? Any the junior motorsports of
I
the
think they're bringing JRM's bringing 2 cars.
they'll bring cars, and I'm sure Pulliam and the and all the other guys.
Be a car
a
store
lot of
race,
car
pretty
store
much,
guys, yeah. So you'll see, and then obviously the local guys that are always tough to beat there, the Yarborough and who's the other fella?
Matt Cox.
Yeah, Matt Cox and Sam Yarborough. Hard to beat them boys there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And then the Kelly boys, they're always good. So a lot
and Casey.
of local talent down there, which is always fun to see at these bigger races. So you'll have your work cut out for you, that's for sure. But it'll look damn good in Victory Lane. It's nice and pretty looking race car this year for sure. Look good on a diecast. Is that gonna happen or what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we just got to get it offered. So I got to post my 2025 High Rock car as well.
And you've got merch for those shirts, right?
Yeah, I already posted it. It's
Yeah.
freaking sick.
Yeah.
Come out nice. They look pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I leave Friday morning. I think Brandon's going down to test Thursday, but I'm not going to go early. I think I might take the old lady golfing Thursday.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go golf today and went there or called up and it was freaking booked. So we're gonna have to book something ahead of time. It's the warm weather is getting people antsy.
We need to look ahead and see if we can find something for Thursday.
I'd be in. We'll book something. I'd be down to play.
I'll swing a club.
Yeah, we need
Drink
to.
a few brewskis.
Yeah, get the mind right for the old race weekend.
Hey, I did see. So going back to you saying earlier that talking about people calling me cockbags, or calling me a cockbag. I seen this reel, and I'm like, dude, this is me as a parent one day, and it kind of revolves around our time at minor league baseball events. But watch this shit. This is a middle school girls basketball game. Okay.
Whoa, who said that?
Just a dad that stands.
Yeah,
You suck.
She's on the free throw line. I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna be me.
Yeah, we'll definitely show
Everybody
that on.
turned around and said, "Who said that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's terrible."
Yeah, we'll show that on the screen. That was funny.
Oh shit,
You suck.
Yeah, I see that, and I was like, oh my god.
If he would have said it in a funny voice, I don't think she would have got as mad.
No, he just said, "You suck.
No, he didn't even say it funny. He's like, "You suck.
You're Hickory's fool."
You're a jester." Oh man, we got to get back in there. It's almost summer, man. We're getting close to
know.
baseball season.
I got a cool baseball announcement coming up soon. So
yeah.
Yeah, surprise! I entered the draft.
Yeah, thank God. We'll start training immediately.
Not the military draft.
Oh, well, we another thing that came up just recently. Landon almost shit a Rick over. South Boston announced that they're paying how much to win the track championship in late model this year?
$20,000.
Damn.
20,000. So for those of you that don't know, the national championship that NASCAR puts on for NASCAR Regional only pays $25,000, and in order to win it, you practically have to race 70 times a year.
Yeah.
So
You'll spend a cool 300.
quick 300. And South Boston, great pay structure for weekly already as is. And those of you that follow my social, I posted that I was going to try to run for the Tri-County Championship. Well, Tri-County's done went and scheduled 2 races on top of the Cars Tour dates, additional for whatever reason. I don't know why they would do that. So I'm thinking about taking my talents to South Boston.
Damn.
Yeah.
Going up north.
Yeah, I might go up there and run. I mean, I'll still run Tri-County, but if I'm not committed to a championship with my car, which would actually probably be ideal, then I could bounce around and run a couple at Hickory. But South Boston pays $1,500 to win each twin.
How many races? Could you run the full? So you can run the championship for South Boston, could you?
No, I would miss, I think, 2 races if I tried to do it. So I'm not going to lock myself into something like that.
Yeah.
But But
That'd be
I mean,
a lot of
they
racing,
have a
too.
couple of races that pays $5,000 to win, and it's like $800 to start. That pays for your dang tire bill.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say South. I mean, you had some success there for sure. So I'd say that'd be a good place to go.
Short-lived.
Short-lived, but I mean, either way, you still cross the line first. So,
Yeah. Yeah, sat on the pole.
and you ran
won.
good in another race there, right? Didn't you run third or something?
The Thunder Road.
Yeah.
200, yeah.
Yeah.
Triple Crown race.
Was
So-
that a Nelson car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Reynolds car.
Okay.
That was the first race I'd ran in the Reynolds car, and damn near won that thing. Racing with Quapple, almost busted my ass up front. I got loose under him on one of those restarts. That's how Bobby got around me.
Oh.
But I mean, I was side by side for the lead with like 20 to go.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I just been a while. What was that? 22 or 23?
23.
23. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's incredible that South Boston's paying that. Hopefully
Yeah,
they get the
awesome
cars.
to see.
Yeah.
I mean,
hopefully the car count shows up.
I'd say I'd expect a pretty good field of cars for damn. I mean, that much $20,000. I mean, how many cars would you think's running full time? I mean, you're gonna have people quit, right? But
Just like the car store, yeah.
I mean, shit.
I would say, I bet you that's more. I don't even know if the car store has a championship fund. I think they have a very small one.
Yeah.
It doesn't even pay that to win the car store championship. Okay, that's ridiculous. Now that I think about it, that the car store championship doesn't pay more than a track championship. But I digress.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's outrageous.
The
to
car
me.
store championship should pay an outrageous amount of money, I think.
It should pay way more than a weekly track is paying. I mean,
But if you pay an outrageous amount of money, does it not just turn into the ARCA series? Like, because you have such high-paying caliber teams going for it all the time?
no, because the ARCA series doesn't pay shit.
Well, I mean,
ARCA-
I'm just wondering if that
The
would
ARCA
happen.
series doesn't pay. It doesn't pay as good as car store. I don't even think ARCA pays $10,000.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't think so because I understand what you're saying.
yeah, I
but
just meant like the.
you're not racing at Kansas or something. So
Yeah.
like it already is that. It's already turned into that. I mean, you got KHI and
Right.
JRM. Like the money that they're
I
spending.
mean, it's not like you're going to get any bigger than it is
Full-time-
as far as teams
yeah,
go.
full time employees.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good point.
it could get a little bigger.
I
But
mean, yeah, you could just add more of those teams and add like actual cup teams that are coming down to try to damn win $150,000 with a rental kit or
but
something.
it also makes it more sustainable if it pays more. Like
Yeah.
right now, it
Yeah.
costs a
Great
lot, but
point.
it doesn't pay anything.
It'd be nice if it paid through the top 10 very well. Would be great.
I mean, it doesn't pay bad to win, but yeah,
I mean,
it just don't pay
for the championship payout. You know, I don't know. That's a good point. Something we've never really
make
covered.
it worth your while to run all year. Like,
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think last year there was only like 6 or 7 guys that ran every race at the end.
do they pay out like if you finish 11th in points?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I don't
so.
think I finished 9th that year and missed 2 races and didn't get anything.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything, and I raced, all but one race.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished like 38th in points. No, I think I was like 15th or something, but I didn't get anything. Not
You
even
literally start and parked one race.
what race?
Oh no, you just didn't race.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I didn't make the race at Ace,
No, you.
and I didn't come to Caraway.
Yeah, you were there the practice day.
Yeah, my cross member broke in my old car because the new car that had wrecked.
Yeah, your car snapped in half.
Yeah, that was tough. Old Betsy couldn't handle them fucking big old loads, man. But it was fun. I'll tell you what. The next time I drove Caraway in the newer car, I had fun. I hated Caraway with a passion. That's why I didn't race.
I didn't like it either, and then I almost won. And then
Yeah, I mean, I started like shit. I qualified my average like 30th, and then was trying to get into the top 10, and had a damn tire go down. The last race of that Caraway race in 2023. So I liked it then, but basically what I'm saying is I like Caraway more than I thought I would. I don't know how I even got to that point, but how did
Caraway's
I get here?
fun. We started talking about car store purse, but yeah,
Oh,
I mean, either way, I think the management and the ownership group at the car store are working hard to try to put the money together. So I have
for
faith.
sure. I mean, it's going to take some
Yeah,
time. to
I have
build it.
faith. We'll just kind of see. I mean, hopefully this year is a good year for the car store and have good car counts and the crowds are solid and it's just another year to build on the series growth. So
And one last thing to add is like money is a big pay and money thing is huge, but like man. Like, some cool-ass trophies or giveaways and shit, like, helps, too.
No, you need trophies.
You know? Like,
My
cool trophies.
My 30K trophy looked like...
Like, New River, I want a fucking surfboard.
Yeah.
Bar none. Full size. I want to go...
Yeah,
I want to hit
point.
some barrels, okay? I win New River, next morning, fucking hitting barrels.
Yeah. Big ass, like...
On the trophy.
I don't know. I mean, we got the moonshine still at Wilkesboro. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's cool. Could be bigger, though.
Could be bigger.
It could be operable.
Yeah. Could be a functioning still.
Yeah. Yeah, functioning liquor still. Yeah, just
I know
stuff
somebody.
like that.
I know somebody who's probably still got one of those.
Yeah, not me. Just cool stuff like that. I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there. I do think big, bold trophies can replace money in some degree. Not always.
It has to be desirable. And the issue, and I think the car store is working hard to do that too. But like, even your weekly tracks, South Boston, they have a very specific trophy that they give out. That's their winner trophy for every weekly late model stock win. It's a cool ass, like, nice marble like base with a
which is badass
with a metal cup or silver cup.
You got the same trophy that Lee Pulliam got, 10 years before, their same style probably or whatever. Which
and then, like,
I
the
think,
trophy
cool.
I won for the 30K looked like something I won on a weekly Saturday night at Hickory. So it didn't hold any weight. But like, you go to Wake County, you get the bull with the nice big old brass balls on it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Small bowl though.
Yeah, it's little.
Like I want like a cow skull, the whole ass thing. But the bull,
if they just enlarged it, it would be better.
Yeah, it'd be real heavy though. That's some heavy bull nuts, brass bull nuts.
It's fine with me.
If it's this big,
I mean, that's a little big though, dude. That's a little big.
It's got to take up like a bar,
like a Trojan horse.
I'm telling you, yeah. You got to be able to put something in it. Should be like double as a smoker or something. That'd be cool,
The big bronze bull smoker from Wake County.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
Saturday night pit.
Any other ideas you guys
pit
need?
day.
Just tune into the next episode. We'll come up with more.
Yeah.
That's 3 free ones right there. So 3 free trophy ideas.
Everything else is behind the Patreon paywall.
Yep. And you can find that link. I think that pretty much covers everything for this episode, actually.
Yeah, it was good conversation.
Good talks. We covered the Clash. We covered the future of the Clash. And then the Icebreaker, obviously, and everything in between. I do think hopefully this weekend you'll come back with some hardware. That'd be real nice.
Speaking of trophies, Florence does have some pretty cool trophies.
Yeah,
they do a good job.
Trophies.
I'll put one right here in the middle of the bar.
They do good at introductions there.
Except they've put me on the board multiple times whenever I indeed was not there.
That's okay. At least they have a board. Okay, beggars can't be choosers. All right. Yeah, so we will see you guys next time. I think we'll probably be back in a week or so. If Landon wins, we'll probably be back Monday. if he doesn't win, we'll see you on a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's been real. It's been fun. It ain't been real fun. Live every day like it's Saturday. We'll see you guys next time on Windshield Deep.
Believe it. Hey, baby, Windshield getting deep. We're out here trying to get it, baby. Short tracks bring them back, baby.